So hey guys, I always do a behind the scenes video whenever I record footage for my business channel, but today's video is a little different. It's not even necessarily inspired by the process, but it was something that was on my mind the whole entire time. And with the recent events that have been going on, like in the black community, as far as the riots and the protests, and everyone's arguing with everybody because they don't necessarily agree with the other person. And the main thing that I just want to say is that you should hold yourself accountable first before you judge someone else. Hold yourself accountable. Figure out what you should be doing more, what you should be doing less of before you demand that from someone else. Because one of the things that's so disheartening to me is that a lot of people are judging people for not thinking the same way that they think, and people are entitled to their own opinions. That doesn't make someone less black or less woke or less for the cause. And these same people who are vilifying all these other people aren't really doing that much besides creating an uproar on social media. Are you out there in the midst of everything that's going on? Are you making sure that there are more lawyers and judges and policymakers that look like you? I didn't think so. And that's really the thing that upsets me. I believe that as a whole, us as a community, we all have fallen short. There's a whole lot more that each of us could do better. Even something as simple as voting, even though I know a lot of people still have their issues with it. I'm one of those people. But I still understand, like, to overthrow a system, you have to get in the system. You have to become the system. You have to think like the system. And we're still trying to work from the outside, but we can't do that. We can only go so far. We can only go so far. And it takes everything. So it takes the rioting, the protests, the boycotts, in addition to having the people who are the brains behind the operation, the people who are behind the scenes doing things, that are making sure that the right people get in office, that the right bills and laws are being passed. It's a community effort. But us judging other people for what they're saying or not saying, what they're doing or not doing, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Even with everyone attacking celebrities, it's almost comical to me in a lot of ways. I saw people who were just upset by what Puff Daddy said, and I specifically said Puff Daddy. I know he's Diddy. But I think he was saying that it's not a race issue, it's a human rights issue. And I agree with him. At the end of the day, we were never considered the same. And the same as being a person. Something as simple as that. We were considered 3/5 of a person. We were considered subhuman, less than animals. And people still see us in that way. And if people really could see us as people, there would be no need to still have these conversations hundreds of years later. And that's all people are trying to communicate. There are just different ways to go about it, but we need everyone to make any type of impact to where we can even get close to these conversations being history, being non-existent, because nothing's really changed. It's just been the same thing that we see over and over and in a different form, in a new way. So it's not anything that's, oh, all of a sudden we're in an uproar. It's been going on. It's been going on, but we have to get back to what got us as far as we have gotten, and that's community. So like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you hold yourself accountable first before you look for other people to be held accountable. So stay safe, y'all.